Good morning. All right. Let's get to some fun shit. Hey, Joe. Good morning. How are you? It's Wednesday. Happy hump day. Tonight at 10:30, paycheck. What's this now? What's at 10:30 tonight? Oh, hey. Hey now. Hey now. See if I can some of this Bondo off of this little plate here. Usually with something like CA and stuff like that, it just kind of flakes off if you flex it. You can actually hear it cracking, which is kind of cool. But it doesn't seem to want to flake off the piece yet. I get my deposit at 10:30 today. Is this the pay increase show? All the goodies from that? I will. That ticks like a mother. Okay. Well, that answers that. This will likely end up getting tossed after we're done with it. It's fine by me. So pay increase added from 922. Nice. See, those are good things. Happy to hear that, Joe. Hey, Nick. Good morning. How are you? Any word? Any word yet, Nick, from the new position? No, right. Okay. Toss that in there. Let's start with that. Okay. Let's see how are we going to do this. Why not going to do this? Blue tack. Glasses. Or yeah, just an email telling me I successfully completed my EI exam and I'll be contacted if I'm to move forward. Nice. Awesome. Well, hopefully that happens sooner rather than later, right? Let's keep fingers crossed sooner rather than later. Sorry, guys, give me a second here. I just want to get this done. I did get quite a bit of stuff done yesterday, though it doesn't really feel it. Give me a second here. There we go. Come on, stick. Thank you. All right. Yeah, Monday was the last day to test, so I'm hoping to hear something this week, but it may be next week. Nice. Okay. Hey, just as long as we hear some good news, that will be lovely. Lovely. So before we get on to the other kneecap, I'm just going to put a Q-tip to hold it with. So I did get a lot of that texturing work on yesterday. Sanded all down, cleaned a lot of the stuff here. Things require a pass back when I'm done with it. There's dust everywhere on this thing. But I think a lot of that texturing kind of became a lot more, I started looking at it, and it's I'm going to start using things like the camera a little bit more, and a little, see if brings some stuff down. But at least thing looks more, I think, tighter. I'm going to compare it to the other pieces as well, but so far so good. Pay increase, awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to stay positive. Lucas this morning. Yeah, Tom. Is Tom here? Tom's here. Yeah, Lucas is here. Is it here? Or is the audio skipping for you guys? Audio is skipping. Are you serious? Oh, shit. Well. Okay. Technology. Love, not love it. Like a scratched CD. Well, I mean, I could restart the whole thing, but I'd rather not. Let me know if it's intolerable. It's that comment that's flying. Give me a second, guys. I just want to get this thing done here. Okay. It's going on a little heavy in places, but that's okay. Let's clean the brush. Yeah, it's funny. This stuff has an interest. It started out really well, and now it's actually kind of, the way it's drying, not as much fun. Yeah, trying to maybe Nice, sounds good. When you are closer is the other sound in background, like noise canceling is. I didn't think I changed anything on my noise cancellation stuff. Sounds good when you're a class. Okay. Morning. Is the Bondo texture very different to Mia Putty? I think it leaves when you're applying it. First of all, good morning, Peter. How are you? How's the family? When you're applying it, it definitely goes on differently. I think it goes on like at a larger scale, like a 1/20th scale. It seems to be pretty good. At 1/72nd, I think it's too much. I'll have to experiment some more. Yeah, they do apply differently. Let's leave it at that. But each one has its strength and its weakness. Bought you a DVD. I think I saw you texted about that. I don't love you enough to buy you a Blu-ray. You're so funny. Hey, Richie. Good morning. How are you? I seem to understand now where I fall in that mix, Ray. Because I'm not that important. That's okay. Talk to the hand. All right, let's start. We're going to start on the legs here, on the upper legs. And we are not going to do, I haven't decided yet. I may or may not do these bulbous things on the tops of the legs yet. Good, Samuel. All right, I'm going to break out this brush. See if maybe the application with this thing goes on a little differently. Given the stuff is starting to dry out a little bit. Hey, Peter, just to maybe take that question a little further, one thing I would recommend is trying different types of texturing methods and which one you like. You know, if I do another maquet, which I probably will at some point, you know, and I texture it, it'll probably not, I'll not use this stuff. I'll use something else and just kind of do like a little comparison between the two. I mean, I like the way this stuff on when it's compliant. Like right now, it seems to be doing much better than when I was using the thinner brush. But at the same time, as the stuff starts to dry on the palette, it behaves differently. I'm gonna just do a little of this so I can get access to it from this side. A little thick here, a little thicker than I want. There's a circle detail I want to. Yeah, as it starts to dry, it definitely takes on a different texture as you're applying it as it starts to dry. You are important, but only 2002 technology. I know. So I put the 67 Mustang back on the shelf. Instead, started working on the 97 Mustang. Some point you have to finish something, Tom. I give you the Allen Award. Okay. Okay, there we go. Let's see what's going on. Anyway, happy Wednesday to everybody. What'd you guys do yesterday? You miss me? Sorry, guys, give me one here. This is again why yesterday it was good to be able to do some of this work. I mean, I wasn't applying yesterday. I was just sanding down, but this this work just getting done. It's it's not difficult. It's tedious, and you're just looking at it all the time. Shite. You know, just you try to focus on it so much. Anyway. Yeah, just so much focus that has to get done on it, which is not great sometimes when you're trying to have conversations too. You know, one of the things I've been thinking about as I've been applying this stuff is, you know, why is it, you know, why am I not, sorry, I'm going to rotate this thing a little bit more so I can actually get into that part of it. Why is it that this stuff, you know, why is it I'm not worried about cleaning the parts before I'm applying this stuff? Because this stuff, if it once it hits surface, boy, it wants to bond on something. I can start to understand a little bit about what the benefit of this stuff is in terms of, yeah, I'm not going to go any further than that. Leave it there for a second. Clean the brush, probably lay down some more goo. Same thing I do every day. Plot to take over the world. Nice. And how successful have you been with that so far? Lucas. Start organizing my bits. Some containers to put stuff in. Nice. Yeah, I got to do something like that soon too. I want to get some more organizing done with some of the doodads here. Peter recently mentioned that he has an old oak library card catalog, which I think would be, oh, man, yes, they're massive. I remember how massive they were. But having something like that sounds like it'd be great. So finding something similar to that isn't maybe as massive would be great. Continuing to watch bad horror movies while they're around. Yeah. Haven't really done much on the horror movie front this month. A lot more of the Hong Kong action stuff. Though we did, like as I mentioned on Monday's stream, I did mention my daughter and I this weekend did watch both Goodfellas and Godfather. Gangster twofer. It's a little divider box, $5 to $7 each. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. We'll check it out at some point. All right. Let's lay down some more of this stuff. Small amounts. Small amounts. Yeah, I always come. I'm always impressed with when people, like detac tape and stuff like that. If your primer or any of this caustic stuff attaches itself to something, maybe it's me. I don't see that it's going to do any kind of lifting. This stuff bonds to plastic. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll find out later on, but this stuff bonds to plastic. I mean, I guess hence the name Bondo, right? He doesn't do much horror, but she loves Vincent Price and the old schlocky. Oh, the Hammer stuff. Yeah. Who started there and added and come. Yeah. I do like stuff like that too. Yeah, that kind of horror stuff I think is really fun. We did I actually got laughed at by the family. I did an old Hammer movie a few months back, and my family were like, "What the hell are you watching?" It had it was one of the first major roles for what was his name? Reed, late 50s, early 60s. Where it was schlocky. It was well done, but it was schlocky. Of course, I love the kid Quatermass. Excuse me. Just picked up a Quatermass film. I'm going to try to catch in the not too distant future. Not 100% happy with that. There we go. All right. We're going to leave the other side of this for tomorrow. Yeah, this stuff. It's fun application. Fun, not fun. Like Vincent Price cooking show. I only watch stuff when she's not home. She caught me watching the the Abominable Dr. Fives. Yeah, she was hooked. Never seen that, but it is on my watch list. All right, we got that. We're gonna now move on to one of these legs, the lower leg. Too much of this stuff on here right now. Okay. Now I'm going to use the smaller brush. Go and dab in some stuff. I know, this is really fun, isn't it, guys? Where peeps are. Have a good week. Lucas, you too, brother. Enjoy. Thanks for popping in. Always a pleasure to see you, my friend. Work, peeps. Work, peeps. Clippy there. All right. Clean the brushes. There isn't enough modern style car models. Modern style. Okay. I'll take your word for it. Are you talking about modern, like American cars? Or what are you talking about, Tom? Wait for it to hit $5 bargain bin, right? They want $42.95 for the Blu-ray, testing the boundaries of my affection. It's probably because it's out of print. If it's $42.95, guaranteed it's out of print. It's if anybody collects Blu-rays and there's ever interest like the Twilight Time stuff, that stuff it comes in at around 30, 40 bucks new. It's limited release stuff. And then once it goes out of press, it's ridiculously expensive. There is a movie I've been wanting to get my hands on, but I'm not paying $100 for it as much as I love it. Breaking Away, Yates film from 1970 about the cutters, the cyclists film. It's movies from the 70s. How long do I have to wait? They don't make the O2 Mal you want. There are a few, but they aren't so all ticky tacky and they all look the same. UHF was $5. That's my commitment. All right, let's get back to this. Bondo's, yes, part of the problem. Bondo starts to drive really fast. It's funny. I don't remember having this problem when I first started, but now there's I mean, there's still a lot in this tube, but I'm using quite a bit as well, which kind of surprised me. Even $5 is tough for me. For UHF? When this stuff goes on, it's great. When it starts to tack a little too much, not so great. There we go. I'm doing a little bit of going in here because I'm guessing that's what the bug was all about. Big globby piece of thing. Definitely covered up a detail. I wouldn't buy Georgia Crown and the sash either. Yeah, he probably wouldn't. Guaranteed on that. Bastard. Whoops. That looks a little fingerprintish. It's got to get to where it's moist. Sorry, guys. I apologize. Like I said, once you start this process, it's kind of hard not to continue. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish with this leg, and then I'll probably take a stop, a breather, or something. There we go. Literally take a breather. Oops. Yeah, see, missed the sides there. Okay. Oops. Missed another part there. Back enough. All right. There we go. Done. We'll leave that there to dry. Hey, Damien. Good morning to you. I'll probably get geo address. Would you? I'm not sure I'd wear that, but I will wear the princess crown again. Mini skirt and a tube top. Yeah, I don't think you'd like to see me in that. I don't want to see me in that. Yeah. Body ain't built for that kind of stuff. All right. What's going on, Damien? All right, let's try this thing off. How much time I got? I might start another one. I wouldn't mind getting all of this stuff layered on, but you know, as our application becomes less consistent. It doesn't mean, but ultimately it doesn't matter because you're going to sand a lot of it down anyway, almost to the point of like we were using the shade analogy a couple days ago, almost to the point of like a 1% or a 2% openness. So most of the stuff gets sanded away. Looking at the body of it right now, just when I had my glasses on with the light and everything like that, that looked really good. It's probably a lot more texture than the tank up there, which is the way it should. Because this is larger scale than that tank. Tank is 1/72, and this thing is 1/20th, if I'm correct. Yeah. All right, let's lay down some more of this stuff. I'm gonna start using even less of this stuff. So anyway, I think Michael Wine's going to be on tonight. I'm going to try to watch him tonight if I can. I don't see why I shouldn't. I don't think I got anything planned at 9. But if something does come up, obviously family first. Too much. One other thing I'm doing with this stuff, which may be good, maybe not, is I'm literally covering up all the gray. I don't want to see any of the base color. Now, is that necessity to get texturing? Probably not. But one of the things about that allows me to, if I start getting a little to with the sanding, I can see where gone far. The underside with something else. What do you call it? What the car guys call it? Boy, I learned a lot about cars over the last few weeks. Not going to lie. Burning through the finish. Whatever will make Geo sexy. I should be nervous about you wanting me to be sexy there, Tom. Just saying. I'm just saying. I mean, I like you and all too. Not like that. Yeah, I will say using smaller quantities of this stuff, I think is definitely helpful. So once you get to the bottom of it, you're ready to say just squirt on some more. Okay. I think we're all in a place where I can clean this brush and then use one. To do more of the finer detail-y stuff. Yeah, I think that's good. All right, leave that there. Clean brush, apply more. Good morning, Emma. How are you? It's lovely when I see you or see you say hi in the morning. I love that. Thank you so much. Happy Wednesday to you. Bugs quality. He does. I am wondering how much this this stuff, both the Bondo are actually doing on the brushes. I'm sure they're absolutely destroying them, which is fine because this is why you use a cheap brush for that. But I'm wondering if the action gets worse because the because of that. So carry around that cigar holder full of carrots. Yeah, no, I do not. No, I gave up on that a while ago. Then I quit carrots. Right. Hit it. Ah, shoot. Got too aggressive right at the top. Guys, give me a moment here while I try to get some area healed up a little bit. Oh, for God's sake, really? Come on, be polite. Thank you. He's a visionary if you quit carrots. I don't know. How's my daughter herself a vegetarian and she doesn't eat mushrooms? I was joking about it. I do eat carrots. Fabulous stuff. Let's get inside a little bit and get some of that moisture stuff. Got that. Didn't seem to make anything. He went full lentil. Yeah, exactly. All right. I'm not sure I'm going to get to the other part. What time is it? Yeah, probably not going to be able to get the other one right now. Just fine. One of the things I am also noticing about this stuff, because this process with this stuff, when it starts getting a little wonky, it becomes less and less enjoyable to do. So stepping away is not a bad thing. I will have some cleanup to do on the polycap. Going to find out what Bondo does to polycaps very shortly. Stupid. And then sit in here. Match the other side. Do some cleanup there later. Good enough. All right. Done. Okay. Put this stuff away. So I've got one more upper leg to do. The other one's done. Just got to work on, sorry guys, on this one here, the one that my finger's not covering. And then once that's done, we're just literally at the sanding process. Hopefully get everything. What's today? Wednesday. I might try to work on this if I can stay awake enough for Mike's live stream tonight. I'll probably watch that and work on this. And then tomorrow, complete the sanding process. Tomorrow, I will likely not be on the live stream in the morning. I may or may not do the 7 p.m. thing. So I'm decided on. If I do, I'll announce it early so people want to pop in. That's the 7 o'clock thing right now. Like I said, I go to a few people. It's like a lot of that stuff kind of comes in waves. Do I want to do it? Yes, but I don't want to just kind of sit there and just. I've stepped away from some of it because I knew where I kind of reached my threshold. I'll be back into the politics thing again and getting back on the 7 o'clock thing. But at the same time, there are other things we can discuss as well. It doesn't always have to be about politics. Don't be on tomorrow. See you Friday. Yeah, and that's like it's gonna. We'll see what happens. So anyway, Friday I'll be back on for sure, and hopefully a lot of this stuff will be done. And then starting this weekend, what I really want to do, I need to get to the welds. That's always fun to do. It's a chore. I don't always do well with it, but it's a chore. See if we can get it laid down. These are going to be some awfully small weld beads, but I enjoy it. So, all right, guys, with that being said, Joe, have a good one. Like, you still haven't watched UHF. Yeah, I'm just not going to watch it just out of sheer malice now. Keep your stick on the ice. Exactly, Joe. Later, guys. Stay safe and stay sane, everybody. Go out there and do good. Bright world if you can. Politics aside, it's just a dangerous world. The specifics of politics, but it's a dangerous world. Getting more dangerous by the day. I don't understand the hatred and the need for being just evil to people. I just don't understand that. It just goes against everything that I've ever been brought up with. And frankly, I just don't think we need to do that. Just go out there, be kind, live, show love for people and respect for people. Let's do that. And this world will be a better place. I'll be back on Friday, possibly tomorrow night. We'll see. Enjoy the day, guys. Love you all. Peace.